Alright, in this video we are going to see how to fetch data from the database and display it on the HTML, and not just displaying it on the displaying on the table, HTML table. We are displaying it in a model. Fine. Now this is going to be the 33rd video of this playlist, PHP MySQL Ajax playlist. So in case if you want to learn from the basic, I would recommend you to start from zero, and it will be slightly complicated. Now enough with the intro. Now let's get into the actual project, what we are actually into. The first thing, I have populated all the values in the database. First, we have almost 15 to 20 values in the database. So these values which is available on the HTML. So as you can see, we have many columns. So over here there is just two columns, the ID and the name. So in case if you want to see other columns of a particular row, you need to click on show and you can close it. So this is just the fetch all values from the database and display it in Bootstrap model. So in the coming videos we will see how to insert values with Bootstrap model, how to update value with the Bootstrap model, and how to delete with the Bootstrap model. Fine, enough with the intro. Now let's get into the actual code. So to follow along, I leave the source code in the description, and that's all for that. Thank you so much for listening. Follow along with the code. Intro. Now let's get started. Now the first thing what we are going to do is we are going to create a database. So let's create a database. Click on new, and now we need to create a table. Let's name this table as tbl_employee. Click on create. Once the table is created, we want some columns, one ID, name, total 6 columns. So let's name this table as the same as of database, tbl employee. So here the number of column is going to be 6. Click on go. Once this is done, we want the columns ID, let all be small case, name, address, gender, designation, and finally age. So this is going to be int, this is going to be varchar is the data type. So once the data type is set, we need to make sure we are adding the length 100, let this be 200, copy, and the ID is going to be the primary key. Let this be auto increment, and we have to set this as a primary key as well. So primary key is already set. Now just click on save. Once this is done, we need to insert some of the values. So click on insert. So start with ID. If we skip, it is going to get auto incremented. Let me type my name and some address, and gender, designation, and age. Click on insert or click on go. So if you click on browse, you can see the first column is selected. Likewise, let me add some more columns. Click on SQL. So I have added some random values. Fine. Once this is done, let's get into the XAMPP folder. Make sure XAMPP is running, and here on the htdocs, on the C drive, it is going to be on this PC, C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, and the model CRUD. This is the folder we are going to work on. So I have opened it over here. Let me create a new file and just name it as index.php. So the very first thing what we need to do is we are going to set up the connection. So to set up the connection, wt school php connection. So what we are doing is, with the help of the index.php, we are trying to connect the MySQL server. So that's very straightforward. Let's use the procedural one. Select all, and the database name we need to write. Before that, the username is going to be root and the password is blank for now. So we have set up the connection. Let's save this and try it. Localhost menu model underscore crud, and connected successfully. Now by this we need to do one more thing. We want to fetch all the values and display it over here. To fetch all the values, here you can get select statement, so we'll just copy the whole section again and make sure we are on the procedural way of writing code. Username is going to be root and the password is going to be nothing. And database name, as you know, database name and table name is going to be same. Just to avoid the confusion, we have made this. And we got the connection. If there is no connection, we will get the error. And we want all the element, or just we want the name from the table, and the result holds the number of rows. So if the row is greater than 0, then this while loop is going to run. Basic for the first time, we are just going to echo the ID, name and age. If you see, you will get there is some spelling mistake on line number 20. Let's see what it is. Undefined index ID. It says ID is not found. ID should be there. You can see ID is there. ID. Let me refresh again. So here we are just passing name. That's the reason. If I pass ID comma name, then this would work. Age is also need to pass. Cool, we got everything, but we don't want this way. We want it in a table format. So let's get into the Bootstrap. Very cool. Bootstrap. So let's get into the latest version. Latest version is 5. We'll work on this one. Control F, table. So let's select this. So pick the head section, and we'll have this over here. So let's end the PHP and start writing HTML. Then this is going to be the closing of HTML. Now in between we have the HTML. What we need ID, we need name, and we need action. So everything else is not required. Let's get the table and have it on top. So now this is going to be fixed. So in between, this is going to be replaced with the while loop. So here, instead of this one, we have to make this as a HTML. So let's pick this, let's end the PHP, let's start the PHP again. In between the while loop we want HTML, so in place of the text type echo and then have this named index array. The same way copy this twice. Now we don't need this echo part, we need ID and we need age. So if I let's check whether everything is working fine. So the table body should be after the while loop or the if condition. Let me refresh and check. Cool, we got it. So let's place this inside a container just to have some padding on both the sides. Let's surround this inside table. Now in place of action we want one thing, which is button. Let's remove the age, we don't want age. Instead of age we want button. Let's have ID attribute, let's call it show. Let's have the bootstrap class btn primary, and we need to pass this ID. Let's pass this ID over here. Now if you refresh this ID, this button is going to have ID of the same one which is available here. So let me show you. Let's select this. Now the ID is going to be 5. So if I select this, you can see, let's select the 5th one, select this. Now you see the ID is 5. So this both are connected. Now the next thing what we need to do is, when I click on a button, let's have script. So dollar document dot ready. When I click on the button, dot click, I want to show the model. So let's get into the model section. Let's copy the model code, and paste it just above the script. So call the model ID. So select it with jQuery dot show. So if I click on button, this model is going to show. Let's start searching. If I click on model, you got it, model body. Close this. Closing is not working. Let me check why. We would get an error. Let's see what are the error we are getting. On the console is not a function, new right click. So it is because of this extension. Let me remove the extension. So the mistake was, instead of using the jQuery show, we need to use the bootstrap function. Click on show. Now close this, click on show. Now you can see this is available. Now the next thing what we do is, so before showing, I want the data about the ID. So for that what we need to do is, we need to call the Ajax. Let's search for Ajax, jQuery Ajax, and on the Ajax we need to pass one thing, which is the ID. I'll show you in a minute. First let's just get the code for Ajax. So without page refreshing, we want the data. That's the reason we are using Ajax. So it is single dot php, or let's say select dot php, and the method is going to be post, and then what else is remaining? URL method, and we need to pass the data in the form of object. Let's call it emp underscore id, and let's get the button. So since this is the button, we can access the button id with this keyword, this dot this dot attribute id, and let's store it as id underscore employee. So let's comment this ajax for now. Just let's check whether the id is available or not. Copy this and click on alert and check it. Refresh this, click on show, and you can see 2 is available. That means we are able to fetch the id. Now let's pass this. So on success, the select.php is going to return some value. So that value can be accessed with this result, and this result is going to be HTML. And what I want is, I want this to be filled. The HTML need to be filled inside this section. So let's create select.php. First and foremost thing, we need to check whether the ID is set or not. So the key is this one, emp underscore ID. If this is set, let's create the output variable. $output. Let this be blank. So this is going to be the HTML. Now we are going to run the select statement since we got the ID. So the table name is going to be the TBL employee. This is database and this is table, where ID equal to the ID which we have created on the as a column, and this result is stored. So this is not going to be the collection, so we don't have to write the while loop, so it is just going to be the one value. So for that, let's call one row we will get, but on the row we will be having multiple columns. So for that, the output we are assigning the value on the output variable. So before that, let's call the table and run the while loop, and the row is an array which is going to have the column names. So name, address, gender, we don't have designation, so let this be designation. Cool. Once this is done, we are sending the output as a result. So that is accessed and displayed on the model body. So let's check the output. Click on show. There seems to be error. Let's check the inspect console. Unexpected identifier on line number 212. So it is, we need to pass, we have missed the comma. On line number 9 there is an error. So it says ID is not found. So the post variable, this is the ID, we have mistaken it. Refresh it again, check. So you got it, the HTML. So let me select the name, my name, because it is what we have entered manually. So you can see everything is working fine. So now let's get into the other part, which is editing. Edit the value.